Yo, this is the Third Party Podcast, and this is our new episode with Nadir Pierre, the famous, the one and only, the empire, the pioneer, Nadir Pierre.
You ready?
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Still waiting on some bars.
It's the Muscle Box, and we in the Third Party Podcast with Nadirah and his last brother. You was like, that joke was crazy. Yo, it's the Third Party Podcast. My name is Mussin Kaysen, a.k.a. the Muscle Boxer, and this is my very, very old podcast host, Rod, a.k.a. The Matrix, a.k.a. the Master of Disguise. Listen, man, this is the podcast where we talk about comedy, we talk about culture, we talk about everything.
We got a third party for today.
It's a third party. It's a third party.
Listen.
We got our sis.
Nobel Prize winner.
She wears glasses.
She does wear glasses.
She wears glasses.
She climbed Everest.
She climbed Everest.
Climbed Everest.
I think she's the first
Twice.
First black woman comedian for real, for real.
The first. She pioneered it.
With a scarf.
I'm a super fan.
With a scarf.
I'm a super fan, though.
Me too.
Nadir Pierre.
One time she shouted me out right when I was a nobody for real. She shouted me out. I'm over here showing everybody like, yo, look who shouted out. She said some of my funniest influencers. It said me, and I was so proud.
She was serious? She wasn't serious, though.
She was dead.
Nah, you were serious? You were serious?
Some of my favorite,
I was serious.
Favorite influencers. She said me.
He kept like tagging me and stuff.
I was tagging.
And I was,
You
I'm
felt
not gonna
obligated?
lie. I get tagged in so many things. I'm like, I'm not watching anything.
Trying to get her
But then
attention.
once I saw, like, I actually went to his page and I was like, oh, he's black. And I was like, oh, he's Muslim.
like,
So I actually watched some of his stuff and I was like, nah, that's actually funny.
Glad you was black.
right. glad I checked that.
She
box
felt
out.
obligated. You was like, kept tagging her.
I'm telling you.
I kept tagging her. I was trying to get anybody to know that. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get Nadir to know this.
It worked. I think you tagged me in like 6 videos. And I was
had
like,
to.
okay, let me watch.
So
I
look,
was
look.
like-
So today we're gonna talk about a couple things. We're gonna talk about your fight. We're gonna talk about London, right? Because you was recently in London.
Yes.
I'm interested in that.
Definitely.
We had a post that we put up on social media.
Okay.
We got a lot of comments about this post.
A lot of hate.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about this post. We're gonna lay it all out for you, and we're gonna talk about you, of course, your path, your rise to stardom,
Okay.
selling out venues, and all of this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Talk about Thanksgiving. Everybody, we just finished up with that, right?
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Were you full? Were you full that day?
So
By like 10:30, but yeah.
Because he wasn't.
Oh, you don't celebrate?
Yeah, he's a Salafi. He starts.
Is he
with something.
Salafi?
He starts. He's
Cut it
Salafi light.
I was about to say, that shirt a little tight to be Salafi. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Every time you breathe, you see a nipple.
on to the next topic.
That's wrong.
So
we
look.
can't speak about that.
So we went to London, right?
The event was dope.
The event was dope.
Okay.
Who put on the event?
Misfits, man. Shout out to Misfits. Shout out to KSI. Shout out to Mams Taylor. They really got me. Shout out to Amr Abdullah, who really been that's the mastermind behind everything. My manager.
So they keep setting up old fat people for Muslim to beat up on.
Oh yes, and it's fun. It's really fun.
Did you see the fight, Nadir?
I saw the fight and I was really like, first of all, I had seen all the videos of you and that other brother. I don't know if he's Muslim.
Who?
No, he's not Muslim. His name is just Idris.
I
I
asked
was
you the
like,
same thing,
okay.
didn't I?
Everybody asks me that. Like, why you picking on the Muslim brothers?
Yeah, and I'm like, his energy was kind of like he drank. So I was like, I don't know if he's Muslim or not. So I originally thought he was going to be your opponent.
Oh, I wish.
Right, but then when I saw the actual fight, I was like, whose granddad did they bring out here? Because it's just like, why are you out here?
No, you know what's crazy? A lot of people in my weight division are a lot older.
A lot older.
Yeah.
Wait, stop.
that grandfather
Stop. I just realized I can't take you serious, dog. This wig on.
With his wig. And it's synthetic. So you really ain't got no money.
But y'all like it.
No
Though.
lace,
Yo,
no
Hold
closure.
on. Just let your soul.
Oh my gosh.
The crazy thing is, it went so well with the vibe. You
The
ain't
vibe
even
of what?
notice it. The vibe of this curl, boy.
They call me Muslim Juice Man.
Are you wearing that because the black woman is here?
Of course.
In an
not.
effort to create a caricature?
Absolutely.
To make fun
not.
of black
Look,
women?
Are you trying to say?
I'm asking a question.
Are you trying to say that this Jerry curl represents black women?
Are you trying to say that?
I just wore it
Because I haven't seen
I'm
you
just
wear
saying
the
it's not
wig
Jerry
on
curl.
anybody
That joint's
else's.
pretty dry. Bro.
Everybody has seen me wear this wig.
The fact that I feel
wig
like
is
you
famous.
just keep it in the car. Like I feel like you don't even take it in the house. Like it's in the truck.
Listen, the minute and I'm always ready.
It looked like somebody's cat got a hold of that joint, bro.
You don't even brush it out. You don't even moisturize
I ain't
it.
gonna hold you. It was in my pocket. It's synthetic. It was in my pocket though. So
This was a $9.99 special wig.
What's some of the takeaways from London, man? So my immediate takeaway is that traffic is ridiculous.
Okay, how long were y'all there?
10 days.
Wow.
I wasn't there 10 days.
I was about to say,
I have
I
a life.
thought you
was
had a
there.
job.
I have a job. He was there 10 days.
That is my job.
Okay, how long were you there?
I was there 4 days.
He was there for 4.
I was there
Okay.
for 4 days.
So the fight was just a day.
The fight was a day, but the press conference, the weigh-in, it was like 3 days.
Okay, so you
altogether.
really had a week there.
I really had a week there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, somehow he managed to fail an eye exam.
No, it's because I blinked.
Oh, you have to take an eye exam before a fight?
Yeah, you have to like get your eyeball scanned, and I think I blinked in one of the scans, and they was like, "Nah, that's a fail." So they said I'd do it again.
I was there for a week too.
Okay.
You have a spot of tea?
I didn't have any tea. I did have some tea.
I really like your accent.
And it was, thank you very much.
Right, yeah.
It was super weak. But then in our hotel, they had like the British breakfast and they had like halal turkey bacon.
Uh-huh.
And I saw it. I'm like, yo, that's raw.
No, I'm
I'm
gonna tell
looking
you.
around. My friends is tearing it up. I'm like, that's not cooked. Islamically, I think it has to be cooked in order for us to eat it. But
Wait,
it's
what
like,
you said is raw. I'm like, okay, we using 80s words to be hip.
No, it was like
That joke was.
I had some of it, but it was like I don't think I could get outside of the mental space because my brain was like, that's not cooked, Nadir. It tasted okay. It just wasn't. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely surprised about the amount of Muslims in London.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah, it is shocking.
I was.
I went to Primark. Every single cashier was a Muslim woman. I'm like, yo,
Bro, we
gang?
went to the gas station, and I almost screamed out "Assalamu alaikum"
Yeah,
to everybody
at the gas station.
at the gas station.
but they don't say it to each other.
no, they don't.
Yeah,
They won't say it. They don't say.
Oh,
that.
really?
They don't say it
I don't think.
themselves.
I don't.
they
think I
don't
noticed
say
that.
it. I feel like because there's so many of them, they'll just be
They
saying
just
it
know.
all day.
You
Yeah.
would. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't say something like them all the time either. If I saw everybody was,
It's like when I come to Philly, I don't.
it's like when you go to Saudi Arabia, you don't say something like unless you actually want something from the person.
Right.
It was the amount of halal food.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I was pretty impressed.
Every other culture of the food was amazing.
What do you mean?
When you say area, explain this.
Indian, Caribbean, Jamaican, all
Somalian, Sudanese,
Ethiopian, all that food
Okay.
was fire.
I didn't
I
have
truly
nothing.
understand, and I said this before when the podcast started, but I truly understand why they colonized everything else. Because
They had to.
If I lived in Great Britain, I'd be a bully too. I'd be like, yo, y'all gonna feel the pain that I feel every day.
Every stereotype about the weather, like it's true.
Everything
Like
is true.
it was gray.
Did you get to see like a lot of like British people, like
I
regular
did.
white people?
And they look malnourished.
Oh my God. I said, we gotta call somebody over here. Can we get the UN on the line?
You know, my sister was over there, and she like, yeah, their teeth got a lot of calcium in it. We just
No,
dogged it.
I thought they were lying.
They were not.
I
lying.
saw people, I'm like jump scared.
So Family Guy used to make
Not
fun
even
of
like, who is that? What is that?
Remember on the Boondocks when Riley was like, F your yuck mouth?
Yeah.
I truly understand yuck
But
mouth.
the thing about it is when you have rotting teeth, more than the appearance, they create a smell. So people would
Like
start.
where was you in like the Kensington of London? Like where was you at in London?
This was like,
I
mind
mean,
you, we're in like the nice part.
people would generally like look like people.
No.
No.
If they smiled,
Our
you
white people
understood.
here look a lot better.
way better.
And I take pride in that. Okay, this is what happens when you get some slaves on your family tree.
For real.
Because we really did something for them. Because I saw people over there, I'm like, that's not a
That
real
ain't
person.
it.
To the point where I began to seek refuge because I'm like, that was a gin. I don't think.
All I said was literally in my head. I was like, your mother and your father are actually cousins.
They have to be.
And siblings. For real.
They have
They
to
put
be.
beans on their breakfast.
Now that's
dog.
what pissed me off. So, and I ate it every day.
Did you?
Wait, but he didn't have to.
I didn't have to because we
Why?
were at a really nice
The whole-
restaurant. We were at a hotel.
It was nice. It was
the
nice.
hotel had a like damn near a Starbucks downstairs,
But not a Starbucks.
It wasn't a Starbucks.
Okay.
Then it had a full like cafe area bar where you know
It
you
was
can
a
eat
restaurant,
food,
it was
restaurant.
everything. It was nice.
And then on top of that, on the roof, it was a steakhouse.
The rooftop, yeah. It was
was a
nice,
rooftop.
and it was all halal too.
It was really nice.
It was all
All
halal.
of
The
it
only
was
thing is
halal?
I did have to cut weight. Most of it was halal, but I did have to cut weight, so I couldn't have everything that I wanted.
I'm like, bro, why are you eating these beans?
Okay, so was the fight towards the end of your trip?
No, it
was like in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
So what was you doing after that?
I got there. I was eating real good. We went
Okay.
to
Nah,
the
yeah.
Indian spot.
Yeah,
Went to
Somali spot.
went to this Asian fusion restaurant where I had beef ribs. I was.
If I ever
straight fat
became
boy.
like ruler of the world, my first order of business would be to ban fusion restaurants.
Why?
In New Jersey, we have a spot called Chipotle. It is Mexican and Chinese.
Wait.
Why?
Wait.
Why?
That's so racist.
Why?
Racist.
Wait. Not Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. And the thing about it, it be packed in there.
Yo.
And I refuse to eat there because you're not going to convince me
Is
that
it
this
good?
is good. I'll never
Has anybody else
know.
said it was good?
Chipotle.
I'll never know.
Yo, I'm dying.
We're going to
yo.
Chipotle.
Yo, cut it out, man.
We're going to Chipotle.
I'm dying.
You're not going to go to Chipotle?
And then in London,
not
they
allowed.
like every restaurant is like a fusion restaurant. Like everything is fusion. And they
How about-
have to be a fusion.
So shout out to the Sheikh, but we won't say his name. But he really was treating because he rich and when nobody want they only really know
Oh, that's the one that dipped off when you posted him on your story.
exactly.
Did he
was
dip
like-
off of that?
Dipped off.
Oh, really?
I thought he fell. I was like, maybe we should turn around.
You pushed him out of this, out of the shot. Like,
It was all noise. So he said, oh, he really dipped out of it. No, but he was treating us. He treated very well.
Nah, he did. He showed- it was great hospitality.
It was great hospitality. And
I was
he taking us
appreciative.
to the best of restaurants, and that's when I was like, oh, this is why people love London. Like
Yeah.
London
Yeah.
as a culture. Like it's fire.
Yeah.
So we went to Swindon.
I didn't go to Swindon with you.
Okay, I went to Swindon with my sister, and every day felt like Amityville Horror. Like, you know when you walk outside and you see that old lady on the corner just walking with a little cane. And
It's
like,
insane.
that's what I said. I literally was like, yo, let's go home. I told my niece and nephew, I was like, let's go. This is
Your
weird.
sister and your niece and nephew were there? Yo.
They live there.
Oh.
You know, you think
I was about to
She was
say,
about to
why
go in,
didn't
yo.
you call? Like,
Yeah, she
what?
about to go in.
do you want to come to the fight next week?
Okay, before I agree to this,
I give you media pass and everything. We go
is it sponsored? Like, did you pay for his flight?
No. See, this is
Okay,
my
we
guy.
might have to check back. I'm gonna get right back.
So
with you.
how about this? The Saudi Arabia fight, I was able to pay for everybody.
Everything was taken care of. I just
Everything
had
was
to, I
taken
just had
care
to
of.
pay to get there.
Yeah.
You know, I went there to support my man,
And he's
my
rich.
young boy. I'm not rich.
He called his job and was like, "Yeah, I ain't coming. I ain't actually gonna be back for 5 days."
Hey, listen, I won't be back.
I'll tell you what, I was really surprised
Mm-hmm.
because he fought on like this influencer thing. I was surprised about the number of fans that influencers have. I was like, the caliber of fighters. It was a big turnout, man. The setup was crazy.
He said, "Y'all are losers.
No.
Look at these people here for these
No,
losers.
no. I'm not
I
saying.
can't believe I came out to see this loser."
I ain't gonna lie, my mom, yo, shout out to my mom, yo. That was probably
Sister
the best
Viola.
part. Sister Viola, that was the best part of my time. Like seeing her just be comfortable, just be happy, just chilling. She just sat in the crowd. But after my fight, she like, why are you not the main event? Because this is.
Yeah.
She was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
She was like, this boy can't fight through a paper bag. Cracking up, but it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
So while we was over there, we had a camera crew. It was a camera crew because, of course, this dude is the Muslim boxer. So we had a camera crew over there who's following us around. And there's a video
Okay.
From before the fight, we getting in the zone and we made salat. So we in and prayed. So we posted the video, like just part of it, right?
Okay.
Just to kind of get some insight, like this is what we do, like getting in the zone
before a fight.
You prayed as in like dua or like salat?
No, we
was
making
prayer.
salat.
We was making maghrib.
Okay.
It was maghrib. Yeah, it was maghrib. And
these Instagram shakes.
Instagram went on fire
it?
about it.
One, you cannot pray with your eyes closed.
It was all kind of people just was coming with.
Because trying to actually concentrate on your khushu is haram. And then
it was the brother's eyes was closed.
Brother's eyes was closed.
It was.
What was it?
Somebody said something about where you place your hands at.
And you can't put your shoe. You can't.
Somebody said something about having shoes on. Somebody was like, "Are you?"
As soon as you say to me, "You cannot pray in shoes," I leave the conversation.
Right.
But I haven't seen a video of y'all praying.
Really? Have you been on?
She probably don't follow us. She don't watch none of our stuff.
Don't do that. I was one of the first people to follow the podcast
it's on my
page
and your page.
The thing that about the post though was just the way people was just going in having full-fledged arguments.
Okay.
With people that they don't know, about other people that they don't know, and like standing on it.
Okay, I did see this.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And
how many comments?
This was at the point where I was like, "What is Adam doing there?"
She asked me what I was doing there, bro.
Why?
I saw the pictures. I'm like,
that's how fighters do. Most of the time, fighters just be having their homeboys in the corner.
I mean, I was just going for support, man.
bro said you cannot pray with shoes. You have to take them out.
Not off.
He would have got blocked just because of that.
Shoot them shoes.
First of all, we was in some old English gym that been around for 400 years in the basement.
Literally, the gym had chains.
Are you serious?
No, I was just joking, but that's how it felt.
That joint was old.
It felt like it was a dungeon.
in the recesses of the dungeon.
I feel like it was a dragon cage somewhere, somewhere there. Hey, side note. So, for me as an influencer,
Yeah.
it's different because a lot of the things that I do are kind of not as scrutinized as a female influencer, especially as a black Muslim female influencer. And,
you get away with having your nipples out.
Exactly.
And nobody says anything.
Nobody says anything.
If I got up there today and posted my nipples, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, the uproar.
Yeah, the uproar.
So
my page would probably get deleted tonight.
Let me just say this. What's your point of view and what's your perspective on how fans and how the Muslim world has treated you?
Naturally, there's a lot of misogyny involved in like everything I do. And then once you bring the racism into that, once you bring the like Islamophobia into that, it's a lot. Thankfully, at this point, what am I, like year 6 or 7?
Wow.
I've kind of like filtered people out in the sense of like, you'll see one post and people become so uncomfortable that they kind of like go away. Like I literally just argued with a girl the other day because she tried to come under the post and be like, "Oh, you're not saying anything about Palestine." Girl, your whole page is dedicated to your baby daddy that's in jail. She like, "Oh, you're so ugly. You met your," can I say the N-word?
Yeah, go ahead.
"You met your nigga on JPay." Like, what are we talking about?
What?
JPay?
I don't know what that is.
Wait, where's JPay?
JPay is how you send.
Wait,
JPay?
JPay.
What's that?
JPay is how you send money to inmates.
Wow. Why do you know this?
Why y'all from Philly and Baltimore? Y'all don't know this.
Wait, why do you?
You ain't sending no money to your homie down?
No.
Down south?
No.
Anyway, I'm an abolitionist. Let's start there.
All right, abolitionist.
Do you have jail pen pals?
No.
Oh, well.
I know not to do it because, I'm going to fall in love. We going to be doing the bid.
Ooh, hold on. Oh, wait. Do you think you can fall in love just by a pen pal?
You see this movie?
No.
Look. You see,
No.
he trying to steal your shine. He's trying to steal your shine.
Anyway, back to the original question. I filtered out like so many like haters or anything like that. Or I might genuinely just not be seeing their comments and their messages. I feel like when I first started, that first year was like all love.
Right.
Then I always tell people, once you hit 15 to 20K and go beyond, it's going to get real weird.
Right.
And it's going to get real rough. So once I hit like 15 to 20K.
You talking about followers?
Right. It got really weird.
How many you have now?
I'm at 102 now.
102.
Yeah.
So and this is for somebody that has like 200 followers. Like, what's the influencer benchmark?
I don't think there is one. It's really about your reach and engagement. Because I know people with like 600 followers that get over like 10,000.
I know people with like 1,200 followers and they're clearing. Better than mine.
Yeah, they're clearing.
I mean, that's not hard to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I filtered them out at this point. It got really weird for a while where it was like incessant, just messages, comments. And
like negative
bad.
stuff.
Negative stuff. Like people saying, oh, you're going to hell. You're not really a Muslim. My God, you're so ghetto. Why? God of Jesus. So yeah, it was just a lot. But it definitely is. And it's a point where like I kind of get pissed about it. Where like me and Mustang can say the same thing. But nobody's going to say the stuff to him that they'll say to me.
Really? Because people say stuff to him.
They do. And it's like, whatever they say to you, please know they're saying things 1,000 times worse to me.
Wow. So it's like in your DMs and...
It's like in my DMs. It's like another component that I don't feel like Mustang is on the receiving end of is the sexual harassment.
Really?
Like, it's so horribly nasty, ridiculous. And you would think like... oh, it's just a DM. You can delete them. You can block them. But it's like...
you still see it.
Yeah, once you see it and you kind of internalize that, like, it messes with me for real.
I'm sorry you have to go through that.
Yeah. Thank you. Me too. Like, so, yeah, it's a lot to it. And this is why, like, people laugh. But I'm like, anytime a woman comes up to me and she's like, oh, how to become an influencer? I'll be like, don't do it. Like, don't do it.
But
it's not
such
for
a
everybody.
pioneer... in this field, right? Like you are one of the black female pioneers, right? In this space, do you feel as though you have to keep going? Is it pushing you to say, nah, you know what, forget this? Or is it pushing you to say, you know what, I'm going to keep going because I know I'm doing something right?
That poses the question of like, what does keep going look like?
Right.
Or what is keep going? Because y'all know, and Muslim will not stop talking about it. I officially like quit comedy and like influencing is like a job.
Okay.
So it's very much so a hobby to me now.
Right.
So you go on my page, like you're not going to see any sponsored posts. You're not going to see anything like that because this is a hobby. So this is literally like my personal Instagram.
Right.
But you have a hive.
I do have a hive.
Wait, you got a hive?
Bro, she has a Nadirah hive.
Oh, wow.
I have to figure out what to call them. I feel like
she has
Nadirah Navy just goes like
I don't know what it is, but she has, trust me.
Yeah.
I one time I came on her live. I said something.
Oh my God.
And God.
They swarmed him.
What'd you say? Something misogynist? Something?
No, he said. He said something to me, but it's like people don't know that I know him.
Oh, okay.
So he said one of our inside jokes, and they was on him.
They was like, "Bro, stop playing with her." Blah 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 blah. You're this. Blah. You should delete him. They tell him that they're like, block him.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Block. She has a hive.
Yeah. So it's like I am in a comfortable space now with my content where it's very original, it's very organic. And that's the space that makes me want to keep posting stuff.
I think I saw one of your lives when you was in London. That joke was hilarious.
Thank you.
I wanted to get on there so
He wanted to get on there so, and I was like, no.
Yo,
it was hilarious.
I was like, Tahira, get your friend, because I'm not getting on here with him.
Shout out to Tahira.
So wait, what were you in London for?
We had been saying for years, we got to get to London. And I hit up the group chat and I'm like, yo, I'm going to London next month.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we literally planned everything within like 2 weeks. Bought tickets, hotels, everything. I was like, I'm going to London next month.
Right.
And 4 of my friends was like, okay, we out.
Okay.
So we went. So we were on vacation.
Nah, that was...
We were on a holiday.
How was the event?
What event are you talking about?
You know what event I'm talking about?
I went to a Muslim singles night, a black Muslim singles night.
In the UK?
In the UK.
Hold on.
You know you wanted to be there. So we went to a black Muslim singles night, which was literally, we flew out the night of the 12th. Uh-huh. We got into London on the 13th. The event was the 14th.
Okay.
So we literally get into London. We haven't seen nothing. And the first thing we're going to do is see what the shorty's up to. When I tell you, mind you, I'm not that type of person, but I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, they might be official.
What these London Bowls hitting for?
I'm like, they might be official.
Were they?
No.
So that's a little bit what
I quickly got there and realized they go crazy over people like Idris Elba, John Boyega, Daniel Kaluuya, because they're 1 in a million.
Damn.
I said, yo, why y'all look like that? And it's no tea, no shade. Allah knows He made beauty in many forms. Like but I'm in a spot, I'm like, either I'm ugly or they ugly. I don't think, to the point where, I mean, Allah forgive me, like I'm sitting there, they did like a speed dating type of thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, they probably thought I was in love because I'm looking everybody in the eye and I'm not breaking
like, you ain't it.
Because I can't look away. I'm like, ain't no way, my boy.
So what was the majority? It was for like black Brits?
It was for black people in general.
Okay.
Black people in general.
Oh, all right.
Of course it was for black Brits.
Not the looks, but did they have game?
No.
Dang.
No. And oh my God, if you watch the live, me and Tahir were talking about this. They were very sweet in a way that I haven't experienced with the Muslim singles events in the U.S.
Okay.
So they're very sweet.
It's like what you like? How sweet?
Excuse me.
Like they were very, they were very kind. They're like, we had a point of,
I love your scarf.
no.
May I have your number?
They were sweet in the sense of like, they were approachable. They approached you. Hi, nice to meet you. Da da da. My name is so and so. All of that. But when it comes to game, like here in the U.S., y'all got game. They didn't have nothing.
Dap me up. Dap me up.
They didn't have
Muslims don't
nothing.
have game.
Like one thing
Muslims
about
don't have game.
he
Trust
don't.
me.
He doesn't.
Muslims.
I really do.
I've seen it, baby.
The crazy thing is,
Cut it out.
this is the thing though. My confidence is my game.
Bro,
You know it is.
you have zero.
That's
game.
what she told you?
Because I ain't. This.
No, I'm
is
sorry.
the-
I told that to a couple shorties before too. Didn't talk to him long.
My confidence is
Yeah,
my game.
your swag is on like 2, bro.
My swag is on 0. First of all, let's just say that. Let's say that right now.
All right.
I have a athlete's just. I'm just putting on a hoodie.
I will say you are confident.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's it.
People just like my
That's it.
confidence, and that's what.
Look in the different face.
It's like my confidence.
Anyway, when it comes to the States, y'all have game. Like, if a black Muslim man is not going to do anything else, he's going to compliment you. Like, oh, you look great, you smell great. Even with the cat calling, what's up, shorty? Like, none of that.
You cat call?
No.
Back in the day.
Look,
First of all, he doesn't even talk loud enough to cat call. Shorty was outside the car like, huh? He like, what's up, shorty? You want to know how to get the Morty straight? Rob was like, yo, you in the blue.
Hey, this what happened when you come on the show with teenagers, yo. This is what happened when you come on the show with kids.
He's like, yo, I'm trying to get your number.
What you doing next week? Well, actually, I can't do next week. What about the weekend after that? So yeah, they didn't have any game. Nothing. Like it. Like they were sweet, but it's like, all right, what else?
All right, was there any potential?
There was one brother.
Okay, shout out to that brother.
Got to be two something to do. He was nice, round, and plump. You know, I was
Wait. Did you say you got to be 2 something to do something?
He was nice. As soon as he walked in the spot, I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm not lying. As soon as he walked in there, I set my eyes on him. I said,
Did he have a beard?
I'm bagging it. What?
You said you bagging
I'm bagging it. So as soon as he got in there, he barely put his name tag on. I'm like, sound like, what's your name?
You was in his face, huh?
Why she slid her?
I'm like,
She slid her chair up
because
everything.
that's when I tell you, it was like out of a movie. He like standing like this, so I slide in right here. I'm like, sound like, what's your name? He said, hey, but I let it go. I'm like, maybe he didn't hear me. I let it go. And we had a great conversation, but I think it was like too much of a conversation because we like ended up talking about his deceased father.
Oh man,
we talked about the grief of that.
Immediate turn.
Right.
It was a lot.
Quick.
Immediate. That's off. That's like, thank you. Did you give him a hug after? Because I feel like that was
what's
the
so
halal way to
crazy? His
do it.
eyes started watering up.
Oh man.
And he was like, I don't like to talk about it. Mind you, when he's like, oh yeah, I've been working through my grief, da da da. So I'm like, oh, when did your dad pass away? Should have never asked that. Because I'm thinking he's going to say like 2011, 2012.
He said yesterday.
He said 2023.
He said
I
this
said, whoa.
This suit I got on, I wore it to the janaza.
I just
He like 2023. I'm like,
2023 now.
I'm at the table, mind you. All of this is happening while we eating.
Right.
So I got a fry. I'm like, oh. His eyes start watering up. He's like, I don't really like to talk about it. Like, it's still fresh.
So why
are you here?
And I'm like, that's cool. That's okay. Like, we ain't got to talk about it. He kept talking about it.
Right.
So as soon as that happened, I'm like, gotcha, nigga. Got you wide open.
Got you vulnerable.
You use grief as a talking point for men.
You got him.
You got him.
In the bag.
You ain't even got to fight no more.
He almost said, I love you right there, huh?
And you know what's so crazy? I would have said, I love you too. We love each other.
Because he choose something to do something.
Hello.
Yeah.
So once we left, but when we, again, no game. Towards the end of the event, mind you, the event was like 4 to 6. It's 8:30. We still at the event talking, chopping it up.
So y'all was really connecting.
Mind you, we all sitting across from each other.
No, he was going through a therapy session.
Yeah.
You was connected.
Thank you.
You
So we
should've
had like
charged me for that
a
joint.
feast style meal. He not even a brother in front of me.
But
The
you
brother
still
in
talking
front of
with
me
him.
is talking to somebody else. I'm sitting right here. He over here. So we literally talking about his deceased dad across the table.
people.
Like anybody could have heard.
Everybody heard.
So at the end of the event, he like circling around me. He got his phone open. I'm like, all right, just ask me. I ain't gonna tell you now.
Right.
I know you scared of rejection. It's okay. You stay here.
I know you're in a vulnerable place.
But he was like, all right.
Oh, wow.
I said, whoa, I'm ugly. But then like a day later,
He hit you up?
he followed me on Instagram. So of course, out of curiosity, I'm like,
Is it going somewhere?
how you find me on Instagram? Mind you, I ain't hard to find. I know that.
Right.
I'm like, how you find me on Instagram? He like, oh, my family member was at that event. And I asked her for your Instagram. So I'm like,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
you think about me?
Big swag?
Then I hit him up the other day because he kept talking to me. And he wasn't
get his number?
He wasn't flirting with me. But he just kept talking to me.
He was like regular.
Right. So I was like, bro, what we doing? He was like,
He's like, you see
oh, yeah,
the game?
we friends. I said, we friends. We ain't a goddamn thing. The most we gonna be is brothers and sisters in Islam.
Right.
Peace out, A-Town.
That man said no.
Nah, he wasn't feeling it. Which is fine, but I'm like,
Then why he asked for you? Why he?
He want to keep talking.
and that must be how they do it in the UK. Or that's the risk that you run when you get too close too fast.
Bro, what do we do in America? Like, I'm feeling you. I'm ready.
That's what you
I
do.
promise you.
That's what
Is
you
that
do.
not what you do?
Quick fast.
How long you been married for?
Quick fast.
How long you been married for?
This boy be in love in a week, yo.
That's right.
That's right.
I like love.
Listen.
I
Oh,
love
my
love.
Oh my God.
Nadir, do you not love love?
Okay, but we're not the same. And I want you to know that.
She gonna say yes, but y'all not
we're
the
not
same.
the same.
Do you not love love?
We're not the same.
I love love.
I know you do.
That's me. I'm a lover boy.
So look, we just finished up, talking a little bit about family and stuff, man. So we just wrapped up with Thanksgiving. You do Thanksgiving?
No black people do Thanksgiving.
You said,
It's a rule of
Do
thumb.
you do family?
It's a
courting?
rule of thumb in black households. Anytime 5 adults or more are off of work, we have to commune and eat.
It's important.
listen.
Thank you.
Listen.
It's important.
I
Black people don't celebrate 4th of July.
Is it a party?
But do we not bring that grill outside?
it's so crazy. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were just talking about how, even from the black perspective, like we, I don't know. We ain't get down with the holidays. For the first time this year, I got group texts of people saying Happy Thanksgiving.
And you got offended about it?
My family says that, but they're immigrants, so we give them a pass.
So look, I will give immigrants. I promise you, I give immigrants a pass on
because
certain
you don't even know.
You don't really know the cultural
Yeah.
context. For
Even if you've been here for 30 years.
listen, if you an immigrant, I give you a pass.
If you've been here for 30 years, I'm not considering you an immigrant.
No, if you was born and raised in another country and you've been here for 30 years, it's possible to still not get the context of black people in America.
30
Yeah.
years?
Yeah, man.
You'll be surprised how many people immigrate to America and learn absolutely nothing about its history
I'm telling you.
at all.
Yeah, you're right.
At
Especially
all.
if they go into the same culture that they were already in. They just
My
find a
great
little-
grandmother has been here for 50 years.
Still can't
She
speak
doesn't
English?
speak a lick of
I was
English.
just about to say, she probably
Right.
still can't speak English.
This is what I'm saying.
My uncle was like that. But he got brought here by
Where did he migrate from?
slave ship.
Detroit? Be serious.
Wait, where y'all
Slave
go?
ship. No, my great uncle.
Your great uncle
I got a great uncle.
who was a slave.
Bro, no,
Cut
no,
it
no,
out,
no, no.
man. Cut it out.
Listen, he's 92.
Uh-huh.
They are Gullah Gullah Geechee.
Okay.
Gullah Geechee.
I know exactly what it is.
They never let go.
So this
he
is the
don't
thing,
speak
Nadir.
English.
You have to
yes,
challenge
yes.
Muhsin on things that he says because he'll get one over on you if you don't challenge him.
He sure will.
So
He'll be like, I got a 5-year-old cousin that's a scientist. He'll be like, I don't think
right.
the science
He'll be
fair
like,
counts. as a
he'll
science.
back off of it, but you just gotta challenge him. But
He'll back off and then try to do it again.
later.
He'll be like I said, I heard what you said last time and I challenged it last time and I thought we got past this.
It's a real shift.
So you don't do dinner at all?
So
That nigga don't eat no mac and cheese.
But you were doing that pre-Islam.
yeah.
You weren't just, you wasn't doing dinner.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay.
If I
This
give
guy-
you
here
a
you go.
plate-
Here you go.
mac and cheese with the golden blanket.
What's the? I don't even know.
What is that?
Golden blanket?
What's
That sounds
wait,
derogatory.
this is a clean show, bro. I don't
That
know.
sounds very
Go to Lake-
derogatory.
This is a
Sharp
clean
cheese,
show, bro.
Gouda cheese, shredded cheese on it. You know what I'm saying? Because
No.
it's already mac and cheese
No.
already over it.
Gouda
And then
lost
you-
me.
Oh, whoa.
Gouda lost me.
Smoked Gouda?
You
On the-
would like funky cheese. You're from
Smoked
Baltimore.
Gouda? Tell
I
her.
like smoked Gouda.
Thank you.
I don't
Exactly.
put it on my mac and cheese.
Thank
but
you.
Put it in your mac and you have to.
I don't.
No, you don't.
It's really
It's
good.
funky as hell.
All I'm saying is, if I give you that plate, you know, it got the turkey on it, it got the yams.
So
it
here
got
you go with
collard
the
greens.
hypothetical.
Are you-
Am
are
I
you
gonna throw
not
it in the
taking the
trash?
plate?
No, I'm not gonna throw food in the trash.
Then you celebrate it?
No, I'm not, man. It's just a
I
huge
understand
shift.
the people that don't. From the context of like wanting to completely separate yourself from anything like that, I 1,000% get it.
Right.
Well, I do. But again, I've never been in a space where us being aware of the history, we say that we're participating in it. But in addition to that, what did Thanksgiving mean to Black people?
So this is the other thing. So
Okay.
I got challenged on the last show, right? And it was like, oh well, you know, just change. We kind of taking it and claiming it.
Yeah.
The thing is that Thanksgiving is really not ours to like claim. This is indigenous people. So if they cool with it, I can't just be like I'm cool with it if they not cool with it. Though.
Do we need to go?
I
ask an
understand
indigenous
that.
person now?
I understand that, but I feel like as descendants of enslaved people, we're talking about over 400 years. I got some skin in the game.
Nah. I'm not.
I got some. Okay. So from the context of Thanksgiving, do you know the history of it with Black people?
Is okay.
It was the only during the time of enslavement.
This is when they got off. When
it
they
was the
got
only
off.
day where they were let off.
Yeah.
This was the day that they were allowed to commune with family.
And they
And a
also
day
used it to try to escape.
to escape,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Now, if an indigenous person, which they have, came and been like, okay, let's call this something else, I'm 1,000% cool with that.
Absolutely.
I would even say, let's do this dinner and celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day.
We can do Indigenous Peoples Day.
I would 1,000%
Happy
do
Indigenous
that.
Peoples Day.
Right.
I got happy Thanksgiving text.
But
it's just a
I
shock
wouldn't
to
have a
me.
turkey. I feel like the historical symbolism of that
Of the
turkey,
turkey, yeah.
is a bit much.
But you're not gonna have a turkey?
No.
Look.
But
Turkey
they
is
need-
not even
He about-
good.
look.
Be serious.
Turkey is great. Amazing. Smoked turkey, fried turkey, all
with
that.
his Gouda.
And I understand that because you're used to eating food to allow you to cut weight. You eat toast and crackers and try to get
But after
199.6
the
pounds.
fight, after the fight, I'm still eating a turkey leg.
Okay.
You remember football games?
Listen.
So I'm saying you go to a college football
I'm
game.
just saying.
What you eating? You ain't eating the popcorn and nachos. You eating turkey leg.
I didn't grow
Did
up
you go to
like that.
college?
No.
Did you?
And that's why you think people in colleges out there eating turkey
Thank you
legs.
for challenging this.
First of all-
thank you. This is what I'm saying.
Hold up.
He make these statements.
Can
you
I
have to
say
challenge.
something?
Here,
I said
look.
a college football game. What does that have to do with me going to college? Can I go to a college football game?
Have you been to a college football game?
Absolutely, plenty
And you
of
had a
them.
turkey leg?
You say
Every
plenty.
single time.
How many is plenty?
The how-
Virginia Tech used to go every year.
I didn't ask you.
Oh,
what
you would
Virginia,
have a turkey
I
leg
used
at
to go to
Virginia
Virginia Tech. I
Tech.
used to go to Morgan. I used to go to.
and they had turkey legs at these games.
They had turkey legs at the game.
Mel, I forgive you.
They had turkey legs. They had turkey legs at the game.
You wasn't going there to watch
I
no
was
game.
smashing turkey legs. Turkey legs fire. What?
This boy. Listen.
Oh, in College Park. Shout out to College Park. I think they had the best ones.
The best turkey legs?
The best turkey legs. Best smoked turkey legs.
And you was probably the only nigga in there. Like, yo, y'all got turkey legs.
Oh, he go mustard. Hey, go get us one of them turkey legs.
He like, we ain't sold one all night. Go
Maybe,
get that.
maybe it's just a Maryland thing because that joint Turkey leg.
I can't remember being at a college football game and it being a turkey leg.
Like that's a childhood memory for me. Like
turkey leg.
I remember going to Virginia Tech.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
And it's so funny because I know he was going there for that.
I was a child. We just went to the games. Another thing, we went.
You was a child, and your very Muslim mom was letting you get a turkey leg.
We went to Virginia Tech because my father's friend's son was playing on that team as well. So
I'm just saying the era that I'm familiar with.
What era is that?
we was
1978.
like we wasn't doing Thanksgiving. We wasn't doing 4th of July. We were like all of that.
Is it
stuff.
the same with your children? Like you don't let them go?
I don't stop them from visiting like their grandparents and stuff like that.
What's crazy? You said the exact year this Negro was born.
I was not
really.
He's born 79.
Oh, same year as my dad.
Like all of those holidays, like we was like no, like it was just in that generation.
Okay, so what do you do? Are you just a strictly Eid and Ramadan kind of guy?
No, I like
You're a family man for sure.
I like to celebrate events. So like not birthdays though, but like I don't do birthdays. I don't do birthdays
for religious reasons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
it's
so funny because I was just talking to a friend of mine. We was talking about
leather socks right now.
We was talking about this when I was coming out. Imam Siraj was like that dude, and he gave this khutbah about birthdays, and everybody like to get your hands on an Imam Siraj like cassette was like that was like the fire, like that was like a mix
crack in the 80s.
Listen, you'd be like, yo, I mean. Like people,
people made businesses off of copying
his book. Yeah.
So he gave this talk about birthdays. Man, ran his whole John. It fits my personality too, though. Muslim to tell you, like I'm just not like a
extremist.
Nah.
Okay, so what do you celebrate?
I mean, I celebrate
like achievements. Like, so somebody graduated.
Yeah, like somebody do really well on like grades, tests. Accomplishments. I do anniversary. I do anniversary though. Okay. Kinda, sorta.
That's lazy.
So you said it's lazy?
That's once a year. Boom, throwing tomatoes.
So I will tell you though, for birthday, this is, and I got this from a good friend of mine. I make my kids if they want to do something, they have to do it for their mother. Because what you mean? Like, listen.
I had somebody do that for me one year.
So you got to do once a year.
And I'm like, was she born or was it me?
Yeah, but
let's be clear.
But who risked their life giving birth? Was it like you didn't have anything to do with your birth?
Who asked you to do that?
First of all,
who asked you to do that?
It was their fault because they was having fun at the time.
Listen, you had nothing to do with your birth. If anything,
my dad suggested that one time. And I said, you know what? You should get her a gift.
Listen.
Right.
It wasn't it was your doing, truly. It was
your doing.
Listen, I feel like
I get the sentiment though. That's
people go so OD on their birthdays that it become vain in my opinion. Like they
I
go
feel like
OD.
this is the one time that we should be.
Nah.
Why? What did you do?
What did you do?
What did you do?
I was born.
You had nothing to do with that.
Praise be to Allah.
You had nothing to do with it though. Nothing to do with it.
You didn't have nothing to do with living.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like it's I'd rather you celebrate an accomplishment, something that you had something to do with.
So you telling me a bum?
I can celebrate God's accomplishment for bringing me here another year. Right.
Right. It sounds good.
It sound good.
It
but
does sound
I just feel like
I get it, but I'm a big birthday person.
Stuff like.
I'm not a big birthday person. I didn't celebrate birthdays.
We know you're 30. You shouldn't be. Next.
So I
look at.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Though?
So for years, I just made sure my kids recognize their mom.
Okay.
On their birthday.
Did they recognize you?
Yeah, they started to.
Okay.
Because she like, well,
Now,
she kind of made sure they understood the concept and was like, well, you should be doing something for your father too, honor your parents.
He is a big family man.
So
he does big family.
He does a lot. He does a lot of events. A lot of like. Yeah. I was just at his family game night. Just went bowling and all that, and it was great family night.
So
like I was a stepchild.
So
they probably feel like that too. I know, you can come to their house.
You got your other son here.
They really
Muslims riding with us.
So I try to just find like moments to recognize.
Okay.
Like I do believe in capturing moments and recognizing those things. It's just
you take pictures.
I do take pictures. I do take pictures, stuff like that.
I'm just trying to see what kind of Salafi are you.
Cut it out.
Right after this podcast, he about to do thicker for looking in your eyes. Stop.
So look, something else I wanted to get. I wanted to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
My man right here is in a situation.
6'1" for the year.
His 6'1". He ain't even been divorced, but
wait, 6'1"? God,
he ain't been divorced 6 months.
Hey, y'all just been making.
He been in love like 3 times.
Yes.
I've never been in love 3 times.
Cut it out.
Only been in love. Only in love 1.
So this man is in love with somebody he never met.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Meet her. Shout out to her. And
say her name.
No.
Oh, okay.
We had a conversation.
Oh, okay. Then you ain't really in love.
We ain't gonna say it yet. We gonna
It was
wait.
my call.
Because I get up here screaming from the rooftop.
No, for real though. Mm-hmm. But we met. I've known her for like 2 years anyway.
Stop saying that.
I know.
Right.
You've known of her.
I've known of her for 2.5 years.
Okay.
Little chat here and there, but then we talked for like, I think this is 2 months now. I'm like, I already know.
He said that like it was 20 years.
Right, 2
like
months.
2 months. 2 months. Yeah.
I'm saying like 2 months. It's like, all right, cool. I know I want to marry you. I'm there.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say in your defense. When you kind of like rise in your religiosity and you get closer to Allah, you do stuff like this.
Okay.
Like you understand why the Sahabas would come and be like, yeah, right here. Because it's like when you
wait, the decision to be like, yo, I'm gonna marry this person or I'm in love. Which one are you talking about?
I think both.
Both? Okay.
I think when which I don't know if he's doing it or I don't know if it's a facade, Allah knows best. But when you are able to be like, I know what can happen. Like this can go bad.
Right.
Let's risk it. Like when you know that Allah is really in control of everything and Allah is really carrying you, it's like, why not?
I'm gonna just speak on that.
Yeah.
I made istikhara. And if anybody doesn't know what istikhara means, it means when you ask God for the right decision. But look,
I'm not laughing about istikhara.
Yes.
I'm laughing because it's
I'm adding fuel to the fire.
He's always
I am.
I always say this. I would just be like, all right, we just gonna see what happens. But I did make istikhara about it. And I said, yo, I'm gonna really ask the specific questions. So instead of the whole flirting, no, let me do this, let me do that. Nah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you specific questions. Let me ask you these certain questions that I know I need in a marriage.
Yeah.
And after that, all right, we're gonna do it. The one thing I think I'm doing right this time.
This is killing him.
It's killing me.
It's killing me.
It is.
The one thing I think I'm doing right this time is I'm making sure that I'm getting outside counsel.
Okay.
He is my outside counsel. And as much as he laughed, about it, he on board with it.
Nah, I want good for him.
He
that's
on board
what
with
that
it.
is. I want good for him.
But I would say before, if I was to say, oh yeah, I'm in love and everything, and I'm not having that outside counsel, and then I'm taking advice not from people who have bad marriages or single. I'm taking somebody who I look up to as far as, all right, I see him doing the family thing. I see him as a good husband. I see him doing everything he's supposed to do.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So if you're giving me the right advice, I got another brother, shout out to Muhammad, got another brother who's doing the same thing, teaching me and helping me in those ways. All right, cool. If I'm doing something wrong, then
I'm gonna bust a bubble right now.
Okay.
The reason why he hasn't seen her is because of distance. That's the reason.
Okay, I will say this.
It's the distance.
Because
if she was here, you would have seen it.
It's very easy to fall in love like via FaceTime on the phone.
Right.
But it's essential. And I tell people this all the time. I don't care if you have to go different continents, whatever. You need to see this person in their community.
Facts.
And I say this especially to Black Muslims. We're extremely communal people. So I need to see how you celebrate Eid. I need to see during Ramadan, you still listen to music, you still got the TV on. And it's certain things that are essential, I feel like, to a union that you will see.
I definitely need to see
like things they won't even say to you. You be like, hold on. What you just do? So I think that's essential.
So we already plan on going out there to go see her.
Again,
and I'm bringing him.
I asked, why is he going?
Because he's my conscience. He's my old spirit.
Oh my God.
He is my old spirit who still has a young soul. And
you trying to have a bootleg Wakil, and it's not.
No, she has a Wakil.
So is her Wakil gonna be there?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, so that's the thing. We going out to talk to him.
Yeah, go talk to him.
Her father. It's her father.
She's
a Muslim family.
I know if I go by myself, I'm not gonna see the stuff that somebody else will see. So if I'm bringing him,
this boy head over heels.
He gonna be like, nah, bro. He gonna be like, bro, that you.
I'm not gonna lie. You should take a woman.
Listen, you want to go?
No, I'm biased.
Why?
I'm biased because I also fall in love fast. So it's gonna be day 3. I'm like, yeah, you should do it, bro. That chicken she made was crazy. Like, you should do it. But I think you should take like your sister.
I'm a big advocate of third party. Like,
yes,
not the third party, right? Third party. I'm a big, and that's all I was saying. Like, look, it don't have to be me, but. And this is business. This is a marriage is business. This is business, marriage, this is situations. Just having somebody that's not emotionally invested to be able to kind of see through things. I do it for different things that I'm involved in. It's like, yo, like look at this for me, and what you know, because we have a tendency to always lean towards the good. Yeah, like to see the best case scenario. Yeah. So. But yeah, the whole, I mean, it's funny, man. They like pen pals, fall in love. Like, what is it, JPay?
JPay.
Right. I'm basically in jail talking about, yo, she look good, bro. Send me a bet.
So.
That's no, you should though. And inshallah, if it's meant.
No, if it is, but I think it's still, you know, certain things that you still got to see. Like you said, like, all right, cool. In love with the personality, all that other stuff. But now you got to see how she live. She got to see how I live. I got to see how she interact with my family and my community. And all of those stuff. And then it'll be like, all right, cool, we need to get married. The only thing people is like people procrastinate on all of this, on this process. Yeah. They procrastinate for so long that it's just like y'all damn near married. Yeah. But y'all want to play around and not ask all these questions. Like ask the questions, see what they about, and do the damn thing.
But I also think that's something that kind of prepares Muslims to be married sooner. Absolutely. It's because we're not doing all the extra like fluffy stuff. Well, you're supposed to. So literally you're spending insurmountable amount of times talking. Right. Like all this other time that non-Muslims spend, we're on dates, we're on vacations, we're doing this, it's like the things that took you 2 years to see, I can see it 6 months. You gotta see it because we're constantly talking. We're around each other. You're with my family, I'm with your family.
So, and this is something I say to like, you know, like people that's like all of those things you talking about, all of that time could be what you're using to build a life together. Because when you get married, like the day you get married, you don't have a life together. Okay. You need to, all of those things are what you do to start building a life together. Yeah. And sometimes it takes years to really be like, look, like we built a life together. Because, you know, it's so all of those things all go towards building that life together. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And you got to be in contact with family. Like, she's in contact with my sisters. She's in contact with my mom. I'm in contact with her mom. I'm in contact with...
This boy's so hyped, dog.
Nah, are you really?
Yes, he is hyped.
After 2 months?
So hyped. So hyped.
You talk to her mom?
I talk to her mom. I talk to her mom. Like, I'll call her mom and be like...
You know, this is like the super friendliest dude.
I want to meet a nigga that don't got a family.
You want to
talk to nobody?
Oh, my God. I hate going to family stuff. I be like, oh, let's go.
Families are important.
They are, but let's go.
It's cool, but I like families. Like, I got a big family. I
remember I went to a brother's house. He wasn't a brother. He was my fiance at the time. Oh, okay. I went to his mom's house for Sunday dinner, and we had argued earlier that day. Oh, wow. Don't you know he ain't show up?
Wow, to his own family.
But at this point, like we were in it so deep and together for so long that it was cool.
Oh, okay.
And mind you, to the point where
you gotta put that in context before
I dropped him food off after I left.
Oh, wow.
Look at you.
And I literally had to like hurry up and get out the door. Because when I tell you I wanted to smack the hell out of him so bad. He came to the door and he was like, oh.
Are you a violent person?
Thanks. That case is still open.
Like she going,
my lawyer told me I'm not allowed to.
Like, yeah, you know, I hit a nigga.
No, I'm not a violent person.
No, listen, I love family. I like companionship. Yeah. I like being able. I'm not trying to be a player. I'm not, like you said, I ain't got no game.
But then you said you like community in all its various forms
and everything. Yeah.
But then you talked about me crazy when I said that you and Nadir should hug. So
because that's a man.
Cut it out. Listen,
hyper masculinity.
It's not hyper masculinity. Right. Whatever.
Call
he will get a
want.
hug on special occasions.
Y'all spend so much time together.
Listen.
Bro.
Listen.
Bro,
is that difficult for you?
Listen.
Right.
Nadirah, thanks for joining us.
Is it difficult for you?
Thanks for joining the Third Party Podcast.
To give a hug.
Nah.
So if I said so,
if it's
I ain't gonna lie. I got a cousin though.
It got to be necessary.
I got a cousin. He knows he does this. But I feel uncomfortable when he hugs me like that. He'll hug you, but he'll put his like whole shoulder, whole chin into you.
Y'all like morphing
like
into each other.
And then he'll breathe on you and be like,
what's the picture with the
Oh,
bracelet?
no, but he'll take a deep breath and be like embrace me. And it's uncomfortable.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm never hugging him like that.
Listen. Appreciate you, Nadirah. Coming Third Party Podcast. Look, we coming right back next week, right?
Absolutely.
Coming right back. We got another guest next week. Third Party Podcast.
Deuces.